Hello, I'm Dr. McLaughlin. I'm Associate Veterinarian here at Newport Harbor Animal Hospital, and today we're going to be talking a bit about dog dermatology.
Dr. McLaughlin, what skin conditions can dogs get?
So there are a ton of skin conditions that dogs can get. Just to name a few, skin allergies are very common, along with skin tumors, and these can either be cancerous or benign, skin infections, and then also immune-mediated skin diseases, just to name a few.
And what are the signs that my dog has a skin condition that needs attention?
And again, there are a lot of skin conditions. So just to name a few common clinical signs or symptoms that we see here are licking, itching of the skin, shaking of the head causing ear infections, bleeding wounds, masses that pop up or change in size, or when the patient gets irritated by them, and then also just non-healing wounds.
And how would I go about finding a doggy dermatologist?
And we're really lucky to live here in Orange County. We have a ton of specialists in our area, including dermatologists. If you give us a call, we're more than happy to send you information for our local dermatologists, or just a quick Google search can show you the clinics around us.
And are certain dog breeds more at risk to develop skin conditions?
Yeah, so depending on the skin condition, it really depends what breeds are predisposed, but there has been a genetic link to skin allergies specifically. Unfortunately, like Kaya here, French Bulldogs, other breeds like German Shepherds and Labradors, Terrier breeds, those are just to name a few that are predisposed to skin allergies.
And what can my dog's fur or coat tell me about their skin health?
So dogs that have flaky, red, dry, or even oily skin can be signs of an underlying skin condition that we may need to take a look at.
And what are the symptoms and treatments for mange in dogs?
So we're super lucky. Mange is not popular in this area. It hasn't been around for a long time. Mange is caused by a parasite, and dogs typically with mange are extremely itchy. And so if they do have mange, have them come in. We typically take a little sample of the skin, look under the microscope, identify the parasite. Luckily, it is very readily treatable by flea and tick products. It's combined within those. And so it's a pretty easy fix. However, we do need to see your dog if you do think they do have mange.
How do I know if my dog has a bacterial or fungal skin infection?
So bacterial and fungal skin infections are commonly secondary to other conditions, but we might notice the dog licking or scratching, even including the paws or around the face or kind of along the skin along the back. We can see some crusted skin lesions. It can be smelly. So we recommend if you're seeing any of these clinical signs to give us a call and book an appointment so we can determine next steps for treatment.
I noticed a lump under my dog's skin. What should I do?
Yeah, so when you notice a lump on your dog, it can be really scary. We recommend taking a picture to document its size and giving us a call so we can book you an appointment. At your appointment, we can look at the mass. We can take samples of it via taking a needle, looking at under the microscope, or sending it off to a pathologist. That can help us determine what kind of cells make up this mass. And help us determine the first steps if it is cancerous or benign. Next steps likely include surgery to remove the mass.
And how do I know if allergies are the source of my dog's itchy skin?
So allergies are commonly caused by 3 different causes, and that is food allergies, flea allergies, and environmental allergies. Each of these have a few different distribution of itchiness, but commonly it can flare during the season if it is environmental allergies. Commonly that's spring and fall in our dog friends. But yeah, if you notice your dog is excessively itching, licking, or has recurrent skin and ear infections, it can be a sign of allergies.
And how can I treat my dog's skin allergies at home?
Yeah, so if we've determined that your dog has environmental allergies, you could try to do some frequent bathing, every few weeks to a few times a month, just with a non-irritating shampoo. But if the itchiness continues, we recommend that you bring him in and we can talk about next steps to treating environmental allergies.
Can I get my dog allergy tested? What is the process like?
Yeah, absolutely. So what we offer here is a blood test called VARL or VARL. And in this test, we take some blood and we send it off to the dermatologist. And they test that blood against different allergens to see what kind of environmental allergens your dog could be potentially allergic to. With that sample, we then help make either a hypoallergenic serum that goes in the mouth or an injection that goes under the skin. And this can help sensitize your dog to those allergens and hopefully eliminate the itchiness and the side effects that come along with skin allergies in dogs.
Do I always need to go to the vet if my dog has a rash?
So if you're concerned, I would recommend that first step is you send us a picture and let us know you're concerned. If the dog is constantly licking or scratching at that rash, then we recommend you wouldn't bring him in because there could be a secondary skin infection going on that we need to treat.
And can my dog's skin tags be removed?
Yeah, absolutely. So skin tags, they could be benign, or if it is, something that looks more mask-like, we could let you know. But skin tags are fairly easily removed, either under anesthesia or sedation. And we always recommend that we send them off to the pathologist just to make sure that there's no cancerous cells identified.
And are there any medications I can give my dog to help with these skin problems?
Yeah, so unfortunately, there's not a lot over the counter that is able to help dogs with skin allergies and infections. So we would recommend bringing in for exams so we can diagnose what the underlying condition is and help you get the right treatment.
And where should I go to get guidance on food or shampoos for a dog with skin allergies or dry and sensitive skin?
Your veterinarian is a great resource for products that can help dry, itchy skin allergies, and other skin diseases.
And is there anything I can do at home to help my dog's dry skin?
Yeah, we recommend bathing frequently. Again, it kind of depends on what the underlying condition causing the dryness is. But if the dryness is persisting, again, we do recommend that you come in for an exam.
And what do I do if I see a tick on my dog's skin?
So if you see a tick on your dog's skin, we recommend that you remove it right away. If you're unable to do that, please give us a call and we could likely see your dog to remove that tick. We'll recommend cleaning the area very thoroughly. And then we recommend that your dog is on flea and tick prevention. If they weren't already, then we could start them at that time. And then about a month later after that tick has bitten, we do recommend sending off a blood test just to make sure they didn't acquire any tick-borne diseases.
So what can I do at home to prevent the development or progression of any skin problems for my dog?
Yeah, so if you notice your dog is excessively licking or itching, we do recommend that you place a cone on them just to prevent them from perpetuating something called a lick-itch cycle, where they're licking and itching their skin. It's already inflamed and getting bacteria to kind of seep into those cells, causing infection. And then also making an appointment so that way we can see it and treat any infection.
And what are the signs of skin cancer in dogs and how is that treated?
So there's a lot of different types of skin cancer, so it's hard to just give a specific answer to this one. But things to look out for are masses that pop up suddenly, masses that change in size, dogs that are really irritated by masses, or even non-healing skin wounds. And if you notice this, like we talked about before, bring your dog in. You can take pictures in the meantime, and then we can send out some sampling to determine what type of cells make up those masses.
And how often should I bathe my dog if they have a skin condition?
So it really just depends on what the underlying condition is. For infections, you may need to bathe your dog multiple times a week. Just for maintenance, your dog may only need a bath every 1 to 2 months.
And are there any kind of specific shampoos or topical treatments recommended for dogs with skin issues?
Yeah, a brand we love here, and we do carry it on our shelves, is called Duxo. They make a long line of veterinary products that serve different underlying skin conditions. You can always give us a call to let us know kind of how we can specifically tailor your dog's products for their conditions.
And how can I prevent my dog from licking or scratching their skin excessively?
Yeah, again, we recommend that you bring them in for an exam. There could be something going on that's causing the underlying lick and the itch. So again, put the cone on the dog if you're not able to get in right away, just so we can stop infection from occurring or getting worse. But yeah, we can try to help you figure out the underlying cause and help them limit the lick and itch. So thank you for joining us today to learn a bit about dog dermatology. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a text or a call. We're always more than happy to answer your questions.